Welcome to the 8th episode of my review show. Today we're doing Serious Steven. Now, I'll be honest, going into this one, this was an episode that I distinctly remember not liking. So did I end up liking it at the end? Or is it what I thought it was and I hated it? With that being said, let's begin. Well, I never thought I'd miss the word world building, but here we are. It has world building in it, like every season 1 episode minus cat fingers. And it's good. And now, I shouldn't say cat fingers doesn't have it, but it doesn't have any hinting towards the gems, which is what I like. Serious Steven does, with the temple itself being powered by a gem, and with the mural depicting what it looks like rose quartz fighting somebody. That's one of the great things we still don't know. This is something set up in one of the first episodes that we still don't totally understand. I won't talk much about what my theories are on it because I don't have time for that. But that's something I did like a lot in this episode. Again, it's season 1A. Wow, world building's a thing. However, I just want to bring it up again. This episode is very good at it. For the second thing I really liked in this episode, I liked the teacup ride flashbacks and how it tied into the temple as a whole. Because it starts with you at the teacups and it cuts away to the rest of the episode and doesn't explain it. And then during the middle of Steven and Garnet going through it, it cuts back to the teacups again and still doesn't explain it. Until it eventually ties it all in together, with Steven figuring out that, hey, the temple works the same way as the teacups. And I've seen other movies and shows use this sort of writing style. And yes, this is a very childish version of that, but it still does a good job of it. So it's not like... Memento is not a good example, but what I mean is, like, it's Memento-esque, but not totally Memento, because that starts from one end and goes to the other, end to beginning. However, I do feel this is a really clever writing style. They use stuff so that they could have just started at the teacups and then got into the temple, but they decided, nope, we're going to go teacups, temple, teacups, temple. And I like that a lot more. So, yeah, I honestly felt that was very good and kind of underrated, not talked about as much as I thought it should be, so I felt I need to bring that up. The third thing I liked in this episode, there's not much to talk about with it, but I liked the line, they were bigger when they are on my eyeballs. I've talked about episodes being funny in the past, but this one was a little funnier than a few of the other ones, but again, jokes and humor are not things I really want to talk about because they're a lot more difficult to talk about. What I might find funny, somebody else might think, oh, that's stupid and not funny at all. And this episode definitely falls under that category. However, I personally liked it a lot. And considered it's my show, yada yada yada. Now for what I don't like, and there isn't much to talk about here, but there's one thing that I hate in this episode. I hate the ending song. I cannot stand it. It feels like those shows as a kid that were very corny and cheesy. It feels like a song from that. And I think it's kind of making fun of them. But the issue with when you do that is sometimes it's still in the same pitfalls that those shows do. Where if you make fun of something enough, it's hard. It still annoys the person who hates those kind of things. That's what this is. I cannot stand it. It is so aggravating. I don't know why. Like, it's such a tiny part of the episode. It's almost inconsequential, but I hate it so much. It pains me to listen to it. Yeah, I mean, again, this episode beyond that, I didn't have much to talk about with something I didn't like, but man, that song is just, it gets under my skin every time. And now for the final verdict. Yeah, it's honestly, I said I didn't like it before, and it's a lot better than I remember it. Like, I actually ended up liking it a lot. The only thing I remembered going in was that song. But beyond that, the episode's great. Everything else about it I actually love. It's probably my second favorite so far. I would say second favorite to maybe third behind Bubble Buddies, but it's not by much. not by much. It's actually really good. I was wrong when I said I didn't like it, or when I thought I didn't like it early on. It's good. It's very good. I recommend you watch it. If you're trying to skip through season 1A quickly, this is definitely one worth watching. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I believe next is Tiger Millionaire. That's one I've really been looking forward to talk about, because this is the beginning of the Amethyst arc, and that's one of my favorites in that show, so I'm super excited for it. So I'll see you guys next time. Also, one more thing, if you've noticed an increase in mic quality, I got a new mic. I may record some other episodes that I've done in the past, like Gem Glow, but that remains to be seen. Alright, see you guys next time.